Hello everybody! As you can see, I am here in Splatoon 3 and the Splatfest is currently going on, and I am going to completely ignore the Splatfest in this video. There's this video that I've wanted to make for a while now, but I haven't had time to really make it and flesh it out because of school and all. Now that I'm going to record this for the Splatfest anyway, which is a video that's probably going to take a week to edit, just like the last one did. Today I'm going to be doing the top 5 worst maps in Splatoon 3. I know, I did a tier list already, and my bottom 5 there, spoilers, is the exact same as my bottom 5 here. So, why am I making this? Well, I'm going to provide in-depth how I would make these maps better. Honestly, even the worst of the worst in Splatoon 3, I do feel like they can be made good with some tweaks, which is definitely more than I can say about Splatoon 2's worst. Camp Triggerfish, Keltdome, for example, I can't think of any ways to make those work. Without further ado, let's get started, and wouldn't you know it, we have our number 5 right there. I didn't have to select anything. Yeah, and yes, we are on tower control, because tower control on Scorch Gorge is very, very bad. When the tower is right over there where it is now, they have the high ground over you. Look, I can throw a bomb over there, by the way. That's really bad. Honestly, the way I'd fix this, extend this spawn flank right here all the way through here to where the tower path is. But this map would not be on this list if it was only tower control. Oh no, there are issues with the other modes as well. Okay, first let's talk about splat zones. I do think that splat zones on this map is a lot better than tower control on this map, but still it has problems. Your only way into the enemy's base is this tiny little grate. Have a normal ramp up here and the great bridge there, like it is on Rainmaker and Clam Blitz. Here's the main problem with Rainmaker, and also Clam Blitz too, to an extent. You have 2 ways into the enemy base. One route is garbage. Do not ever go this way. And then you have the good route. In Clam Blitz, the basket's over there, which gives you even less of a reason to go this way. So make that great bridge wider, and make it not so high up in the ground. In order to get to the great bridge at all, you have to jump, make 2 jumps, and then walk. Like, make the Great Bridge easier, and that's it. That's what I would do to improve the map. At number 4, we have Hammerhead Bridge. One thing I would fix about this map, the fact that there's only one way into enemy base. I'd put a ramp here, on all modes. On a map this large, there's no reason for there to be only one Rainmaker checkpoint. This spawn flank right here is garbage. It's completely useless. It doesn't lead you out of spawn. Extend it further this way until you get here. I don't know if it would make this map, like, really good, but it would at least make this map better, especially the second ramp. I think that is definitely the one that is needed more. Okay, so from this point on, we get into the really bad maps. This is Undertow Spillway. I put it on D tier on my tier list, but it was very close to being on F tier. It's really bad. And let's start with this garbage mid. What is this? It's so cramped and unbelievably painful to get around. First of all, this being uninkable sucks. This is uninkable. The only way to get up here is through this ramp. And then they have all these jumps. And these walls here, you can't ink them, so you actually have to jump. All the amount of jumps, why is that there? The mid and everything around mid is so bad. The sniper platform, like, what even is this garbage? So how would I fix this map? This is what I would do. That's it. Push these walls that make mid so unbelievably garbage to the point where it is parallel to this wall right here. This sniper platform, push it out of range of the other sniper platform so that they can't shoot each other. It's another problem. Too many uninkable walls. So just make some of these walls inkable. Make this inkable like it is in Tricolor. Why is it inkable there and not here? In fact, make this whole thing inkable. Make this inkable too. Why is this not inkable? Another problem with this map. Those sniper platforms are useless. You know why? Because if you stand here, you can cover both sides of mid easily. They can't get past you. Extend it further that way, and they can't cover both areas, and put some cover way over there, so that they can hide. Honestly, I think that would probably make it one of the best maps in the game. Possibly, maybe. I don't know for sure, but maybe. Alright, so at number 2, we have Mincemeat Metalworks. For some godforsaken reason, it's a tricolor map for this Splatfest. Yeah, first we had Undertow Spillway, and then we have an even worse map. So, where do I even begin with this garbage mess of a stage? Let's start with this horrible flank right here. So it's a one-way And once you're up here, you're vulnerable to getting shot by the E-liter. When you're here, way back here, I kid you not, they can shoot you from here. From here. No matter where you are on this map, you are completely vulnerable to E-liters. There is almost no cover to be seen anywhere on this map. That is your only flank route, by the way. There is no other way. Let me just point out that this map is so garbage that you can see the garbage. Look, it's literally garbage because there's garbage on it. So the way I would make this stage less garbage is to get rid of some of this garbage and make a flank route out of it. And another thing I would change about this map is the trucks. There's so much you could do with these trucks, and it just screams missed potential on this map. Just make the trucks actually cover. And put a ramp right here. Instead of having a block that we have to jump through that always ends up getting killed, make the ramp wide and apply the changes on all modes. You might be wondering why I'm on Rainmaker right now. It's because, well, there are two routes you can take. The good one and the horrible one. This route is complete garbage. You're only going to go this way. So that's another smaller change I would make to this map just to make Rainmaker less bad. They need to completely rework this map. And speaking of maps they need to completely rework, the #1 worst map in Splatoon 3 is going to be Mahi Resort. Now, I have a question. Why on earth brand this as a returning map if you're going to make the map completely different than it was before? It's nothing like the OG Mahi on any of its modes. And when it comes to all of its modes, you have to change the layout of all 4 of them to make them all different, and somehow you still make them all terrible. All the modes, all the several different layouts, they're all bad. Let's start with splat zones. What the hell is this thing right here? Look at how tiny it is. A splat bomb covers the whole thing. Like, all your approach options are bad. The enemy team can very easily push against your spawn because their spawn area is so bad. Look at how small it is. Just bring back the old Mahi, because otherwise it's just false advertising, because you're advertising this as a returning map when it is not a returning map. It is a completely different map. Go ahead and shrink it down or change it a little bit if you must. But just don't make it completely different. I suppose I can give Hammerhead a pass on this one because there's technically a good reason that it's changed. The map does get better when the water level drops. Mid gets a huge expansion. It's still not good, but it is definitely better. But as far as your approach options go, it's still small. And your spawn is still garbage. That's unchanged. Tower control. Oh my goodness. And look. Water trench. Why? Why is this here? Not only does it make the map harder to get around, but it gives me flashbacks. Camp Triggerfish is my least favorite Splatoon map of all time. Especially on zones and also tower control for that same reason. It's definitely a lot worse there. But still, why? Why have the water here? Oh yeah, let's talk about Rainmaker too. Oh my goodness. Rainmaker on Mahi is so bad. So as the defending team, you have basically no cover at all. So the enemy, you can just shoot them down. Like, that's not even valid cover. You can just shoot up and have your teammates pressure them from the other side, and boom, you have the checkpoint. Now all you have to do from here is get a wipeout and you win. Without the checkpoints, I'm telling you right now, it would be just Black Belly Rainmaker Splatoon 1. Because it's so short, why call it Mahi if it's not Mahi? This is like a cheap discount version of a bootleg Mahi. So anyway, that's it. The video is not over yet though. There are some dishonorable mentions that I'd like to bring up. Alright, first on the dishonorable mentions list, we have Inkbot Art Academy. And I will say that Inkbot is a really good map on zones, and only zones. This right here allows you to go up here, use the enemy's cover against them, and then just dunk the landing. So, might I ask, why is it there when you already have 2 ways in the enemy base? It's also there on tower control and Rainmaker. So, first of all, make this inkable, because why is it not inkable? Second of all, get rid of this. I mean, I guess you could add a flank here if you wanted to, but other than that, that would be my change. Now, the next dishonorable mention I'd like to bring up is Wahoo World Tower Control. The tower has the high ground for literally half the match, which means you're at a severe disadvantage since you can't even ink most of these walls. What I would do is make it, instead of going way over here, make it go straight. What that would do is not only would that make this a reliable high ground to take out the tower, also the mid-range weapons could also snipe from here. Okay, so the final dishonorable mention that I'd like to bring up is Brine Water on splat zones. Now, here's my issue with zones. I just took the whole zone without even crossing into the enemy's side of the map. The zone is way too small. Make it bigger, and that's it. That's all I would change. Other than that, the map is pretty good. So, if you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. See you guys next time. Goodbye.